Some say the Mahabharata War began with a dice game. Some say it began with Draupadi insult. But the truth is far older. It began long before the Pandava and Kaurava were even born. This is the forgotten story of how destiny, curses, revenge, and cosmic imbalance forced the greatest war in human history. It begins with Shakuni, the man the world calls a villain, but few know his past. His father, King Subala, his brothers, all starved in a Kuru prison, and the young Shakuni. He was forced to watch each family member die, one by one. Before their final breath, Subala whispered, "Live and destroy this kingdom from the inside." Shakuni survived with a single purpose: revenge on Hastinapur, revenge that would burn the world. Destiny split into two cradles. In one, the Pandavas, sons of Dharma, Vayu, Indra, Ashwini Kumaras. In the other, the Kauravas, 100 children born from ambition, fear, and darker energies. But even before they spoke their first words, they carried old karmas, old curses, old debts. This war wasn't a choice, it was an inheritance. When Shakuni challenged the Pandavas to a dice game, he wasn't gambling, he was executing a plan decades in the making. His dice were made from his dead father's bones, bleeding with vengeance. Every roll, every number was the voice of his murdered family. That game was not played on a board, it was played on the graves of Gandhara. When Dushasana dragged Draupadi by her hair, the universe shook. Draupadi did not cry, she did not beg. She merely said, "I will not tie this hair until I wash it in your blood." A queen's anger became the spark that ignited fate. Krishna attempted peace not once, but 3 times. He asked for 5 villages, then 3 finally, just 1. But peace was never possible, because Duryodhana was not listening to Krishna. He was listening to Shakuni, and Shakuni was listening to ghosts. And so, when Duryodhana said, "I will not give land even equal to the point of a needle," Krishna knew. War was no longer a choice. It was a command from destiny. Everyone knows why the Pandavas fought. No one knows why the Kaurava generals agreed to fight. Bhishma. He had vowed to protect Hastinapur, even if it protected Adharma. His oath chained him more strongly than any prison. Drona. He wanted revenge, a quiet revenge, for Drupada humiliating him years ago. Killing Drupada's son, Drishtadyumna, became his hidden motive. Karna. He wasn't fighting for Duryodhana. He was fighting fate, a fate that cursed him at birth, cursed him on the battlefield, and cursed him even in death. 3 warriors, 3 destinies, all tied to one war. The skies themselves turned against earth. An eclipse darkened the sun. A comet appeared where none should be. The sages warned, if these omens align, a war will consume the world. Those omens aligned on the 18th day of the dark fortnight, and so the universe itself chose the date. The last chance for peace died when Duryodhana walked into Bhishma's tent asking for war. The last flame of hope died when Krishna picked up a chariot rope. And the last hesitation ended when Arjun saw his family on the battlefield and dropped his bow. This is where the Gita was born, the moment human doubt met divine truth. And so it happened, not because of land, not because of pride, not even because of Draupadi's humiliation. The Mahabharata War began because too many curses, oaths, destinies, and sins collided at the same point in time. It was not a war between brothers, it was a war between past and future, light and shadow, dharma and adharma, a war that the universe allowed, because without it, a new age could never begin. This is how the Mahabharata War truly began, not with swords, but with stories written long before humans were born.